They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hands him off out of the gun.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here you go, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Hey, hey, hey.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. It's a short kick taken out. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Let's go now.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating, and it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
70 Rangers.
He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. And the Rams at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
7 Pirates.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
Panther 11. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw again. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
70, 19 Tiger. Drop 60. Hurt, hurt.
Slot man moves right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Deep.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose.
Here we go.
Touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Nineteen tight.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready. Liking 18.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
On the set. Lion. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go in football.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Isaiah McKenzie. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Tight right, tight right.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Tiger.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tannehill throwing again. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Alert! 60 check, go!
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This goes out wide to Mixon.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action, it's Tannehill. Steps away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to top it up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mixon trying to punch it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Let's go now. Tight. 19 right.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 6 yards away. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Tannehill looking to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Fighting through it, he's got space. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Mixon with a 1st down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down again.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. George Kittle, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Ooh, a little cool here. They're going to go for the onside kick. That's big. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Let's go. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats, 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Deputy Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Block, block.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Tiger. Block. Go.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? fantasy guys, right? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Crack all 80. Warriors 70. Hey, Craig.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run.
It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea with the